Friday we're gonna take the Mickey Mouse Cup, and if not, then hopefully it's not Sunday because I'm not watching that shit on football Sunday.
Cam was playing. It was over for the Chiefs. It was over.
Okay. And I'm gonna say another thing. PSA right now. I'm fucking the let Russ cook thing was kind of funny for like the first couple times. I know like everything is like cook. Like it's like let Dalvin cook. Like I said that meme, and then they're like every time a player does good, it's like oh let him cook or let this guy like Tom Brady last week. Let Deshaun cook. Let Brady cook. Stop with the cooking. It works for one player. I like hearing that stat where he doesn't have a single vote. That's like a stat that gets me off a little bit in the morning when I hear like oh Russell Wilson's never got an MVP vote. It's like oh yeah fuck yeah. Back, whoa. Me and the Washington football team is a crack. I can stay away for a few weeks, but I gotta be back. I'm itching for a little bit of Washington football team. Speaking of Odell, Colts are gonna shit on them. Let's go.
There we go, yeah. Next question.
Extra 3.
Aaron Rodgers is balling. He's balling.
Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Muffed Podcast. As always, my name is Boaz, and I'm joined by Aaron and Lemire. What's up, guys?
What's up,
Aaron,
Boaz?
do you want to explain the shirt? I don't think anyone can see it really that well. And for the people who are listening,
it says "Bang Bang Braves Gang," and it's got a picture of Ronald Acuna, celebrating after a home run. Just the Braves logo, the A. Just the Braves celebrating, and that's about it, really. Because I'm a diehard Braves fan since day one.
Okay. All right. That's it. Yeah, very very interesting.
Hey, plus for creativity, Aaron.
That is some creativity. I mean, Aaron, actually, I gotta ask, did Lemire finish up his 3-time Jimmy Garoppolo picture thing? I don't know if he ever got the third one.
I don't know if he ever did get the third one.
That's just hitting me right now.
Next.
That's just hitting me right now that I think. All right, that's fine. I mean, Lemire, how have you been? Give the people.
I've been writing articles, and I've been.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give another shout out. What is it?
Check out the website. 25% of the season is done. And no problems. No Corona postponements. Oh wait.
I gotta say that. Why I gotta do that? We were actually this was a successful intro. Like I think this was actually kind of going good, and then now it's kind of awkward again. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into, every week we start off with our highlights of the week. Lemire, why don't you get us started?
All right. So on the blank show this morning, I was watching I could see the player's name, Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers.
No, Aaron Rodgers. Wait, blank show. Yeah.
Blank show on.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee was there. He was there.
Just coincidentally. I don't know why he was there.
And Aaron Rodgers was there as well, and AJ Hawk was there, and just randomly, And Aaron Rodgers said, "My my down years are career years for most quarterbacks."
Yeah, that makes him look such an asshole. That's like the asshole version.
He was like the most confident. My respect for Aaron Rodgers grew exponentially after he said that. I love Jimmy Garoppolo to death. He's my favorite quarterback in the NFL right now. Favorite player, maybe even all time. I'm in love with the guy. But
no Dante love? No Dante Pettis love over there?
That's number two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Lemire's favorite starter is Jimmy Garoppolo.
I have a lifestyle sticker of Jimmy in my room.
That's true. Yeah.
I got it. Anyways, I would be really upset if he leaves the 49ers, but the one quarterback I would be it'll be fine with
Trey Lance
is Aaron Rodgers. Just because he said that. That makes him look like such a G. If confidence was a person, it would be Aaron Rodgers.
No, see, that's why I saw that tweet you put out. I disagree with that. There's so many more examples. I think Joe Namath has a much better quote where he's fucking sitting in the pool lounge and he's like, they asked him like, who's winning the Super Bowl? He's like, no, Jets are winning. Like fucking before the Super Bowl. That's pretty fucking ballsy right now. That's pretty confident.
Carlos Hyde said that too.
Carlos Hyde he was like, oh, next year.
He got cut after that.
He did get cut after that. But see, that's the difference between Joe Namath and Carlos Hyde.
But dude, Aaron Rodgers, oh my god.
No, I'm in between because Aaron hates Aaron Rodgers. Lemire likes him. I'm like he's an asshole sometimes, and sometimes that he's like sometimes he's likable. He's in between for me. Like I mean, if he comes to Niners, I'm all aboard. But at the same time, I was last year or in the offseason saying that if Tom Brady maybe wanted to come, I have a lot of hate for Tom Brady, but I would put it aside for that. If he wants to come to the 49ers. So I'm a little bit indifferent on Aaron Rodgers.
Haters. Jimmy G haters.
How's that? I mean, if the opportunity presents himself. I mean, if I'm not saying Tom Brady
is he an upgrade over Jimmy Garoppolo? No.
Okay, I don't know about that. That was I don't know about that.
All
A little
right,
yikes.
what do you have?
My Atlanta Braves took the lead in the series over the Marlins. No, that's not my highlight of the week. Well, it's really more of a low light of the week.
The fucking Marlins.
So I was so excited because the A's were going to stick it to the Houston Trastros, the Houston Asterix. And, you know, I was very excited. Game 1 rolls around. We're up 4-0, cruising. I am shit-talking everyone. Text messages being sent, posts on Reddit being sent. And then as soon – and I blame myself for this because as soon as I send that photo to the group chat, obviously you guys don't give a shit about baseball, so I just text you guys like every once in a while.
You fucked up, yeah. You don't do that.
But,
here, continue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think after. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys don't really care. Like I'll send you something if like something big happens. So I took a photo of the TV and I was just like, man, we're really good at petting the bull. I swear to God, after I send that, we gave up 8 runs. I'm not even kidding. It was a jinx. And then we ended up losing 10-5. I was like, oh my God, we really just lost to the team that can't hit without stealing the signs. And, to be fair, they're hitting actually very well right now, and they're not cheating. So, good for them, I guess. But game 2 rolls around. I'm like, okay, cool. Second inning, I believe. Chris Davis comes up. He's been really cold. He's hit 2 home runs this postseason. Boom, sends one right over center field, like 400-plus feet. I text you guys, Chris Davis can fuck my girlfriend if he wants to, I believe. And then I send him the picture. And then after that, it just all went to shit.
The picture wasn't of Chris Davis fucking his girlfriend. It was of Chris Davis hitting.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it just
was of Chris Davis. Yes. So, and then after that, all went to shit. We can't hit. All of a sudden, the Astros go on this fucking run. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. The Astros have a losing record. They only made the playoffs because of the expanded playoffs. Normally they would not have made the playoffs, and it sucks. It really does because this team, everyone wants them to lose, and like they swept the Twins in the 3-game wild card, and it looks like they're gonna sweep us. But I'm holding out hope. We're down 2-0, and let's bring up the last time a couple teams have come down from 2-0. So 2017, the New York Yankees came down 2-0, came back from 2-0. I forget who they were playing that year, but they came back, and then they made it to the ALCS. And then Lemaire's going to like this one. And then the time before that, the last team that came back 2-0 was the San Francisco Giants in 2012 against the Cincinnati Reds. They came back 2-0, and then they went on to win the World Series. So you know who the manager of that Reds team was? Dusty Baker. You know who the manager of this Astros team in 2020 is? Dusty Baker. So all I'm saying is the A's are going to come back down. Dusty Baker has experience blowing postseason leads. So the A's are going to come back, win 3, and then we're going to win the World Series because that's what the Giants did in 2012, and that's what's going to happen right now. But if they don't, if they get swept, I'm a Braves fan. Okay,
Aaron,
I'm just going to say right now the Astros.
Where you lost the plot?
Yeah, what'd you
say?
Go ahead, Lemire.
You want to know where you lost the plot?
Where?
When you texted it to the group chat and Boaz said, let's go A's, or supported the A's, that's when you lost it. And Boaz is the ultimate jinx.
Well, I was gonna get at that, Aaron. You got to learn about the anti-jinx. I'll teach you about the anti-jinx.
No, that doesn't work.
I'm more of a PhD of an. I'm more of a PhD. I'm more of a PhD in the anti-jinx. I gave a lot of. I mean, I just didn't give enough compliments to Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid before the Super Bowl. That's what happened, really. And then I mean, you can see my Twitter account right now. #1 Lakers fan. Lakers 3-1. I actually want to segue. Lakers are 3-1. My Lake Show. Big Lakers fan. And you really, I'll give you a private course. First one free. On the house, Aaron, for you on how to anti-jinx. But yeah, a big Lakers fan is so hyped. Anthony Davis, really good player. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, man, we put up a lot of points. Alex Caruso, really balling out, man. Playoff Rondo playing really fucking good. Dwight Howard's really good. JaVale McGee, man, he's balling out. Costas Antetokounmpo, man.
Oh yeah,
really fucking good.
Kyle Horton Tucker.
Yeah, Kyle Horton Tucker, really fucking good.
Who the hell's that?
Dion Waiters, really fucking good.
JR, Henny King.
JR, man, whoa, he just brought some juice to the team. And shout out Avery Bradley. He opted out, but he's still there. In spirit, you can feel his spirit there. Avery
probably
Bradley
FaceTimes the team every day.
Yeah, and then that one player I forgot. He wears Jordan's number. He's really trying to beat him. No.
Oh.
I keep forgetting his
Dwight
name.
Howard. Dwight Howard.
No, not Dwight Howard.
La 3-6. La 3-6.
Well, 3-6, yeah, I call that a choke job. Man,
oh, wow.
what can I say?
Hey, he's gonna be 4-6 now. Hater.
No, I'm not hating.
Yeah,
That's my Lake Show. I'm a big Lake Show fan. What are you talking about? I'm just bringing it up.
You're asking me to. But you're asking me to compliment the Astros here, and I don't know if I can bring myself to do that.
I'm telling you have to. That's literally the only way. What was happening? I'll tell you what really
Aaron,
happened.
it doesn't work. Speaking
really
from
does work.
first-hand experience.
Before the Eagles game, Lemire just refused to. Lemire was in I had to call him all the time.
Fly Eagles, fly
we
together.
sang the Fly Eagles song, but he refused to the first time, and that's what happened. He refused to the first time. And that's the reason why he didn't have. You have to anti-jinx. You have to anti-jinx. Like I mean, you know what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm going to be watching Miami Vice. I'm going to be I don't know what else is Miami themed. The Heat. Oh, the Heat are playing. Maybe I'll root for the Heat. Just because I'm a big Miami fan now. Maybe I'll watch old LeBron. LeBron, Bosch, D Wade on the Heat. Really cool. Aaron, well, you were going against what is it? You were saying they're playing the Marlins, right? Maybe I root for the Marlins now. I don't know, man. I'm just saying this week I'm all about Miami. I'm all about the Dolphins. Just wanted to put that out
Miami.
there. Yeah, that's been my highlight. 3-1 Friday. We're gonna take the Mickey Mouse Cup, and if not, then hopefully it's not Sunday because I'm not watching that shit on football Sunday. And maybe hopefully it goes in the games. goes to games. I mean, I'm a big Lake Show fan, but not that big. I mean, that's all I got. You, Lemire, what do you think? I mean, I know you're not the biggest Lake Show fan. I mean, nowhere near where Aaron and I are, but what have you thought so far?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. Back where we belong, number 18. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm so happy that we have a good player like Anthony Davis. I mean, we had that one dude with what was it? His number was one more than Michael Jordan. He's like really trying to be Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant. Then we had that one guy, the really big dude. I think he's trying to be like Dwight Howard, but he's a little bit bigger. He's on TNT now. I don't know, some random.
Shaquille O'Neal.
And then the Lakers had who they have? Oh, that one guy who had AIDS. I mean, he's no good either, right? Magic Johnson. And what's it? The guy who invented the sky hook? I mean, who really? I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's really a Bucks player. Like, who even counts him as a Lakers player?
And the logo.
Jerry West. I mean, I'm so glad that we finally have a good player. Like, finally, someone who we can put in my top 5 Lakers of all time. Because I don't know who. Like, Kwame Brown was really all I could think of.
Meta World Peace.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good one. And Jeremy Lin, one of my favorite Lakers of all time. I don't know. All right, let's get. I mean, that's enough basketball for talk. This is Muffed Podcast, not the Dribble Podcast. I don't know what would the basketball tournament would that be?
Yeah, we're officially ditching the basketball segment. No, just kidding. That was a joke.
Yeah, Lemire, come on, man. My Lake Show. I like to talk about my Lake Show every now and then. But let's get into quarter season. We did this last year. We got to do the quarter season awards. And I think MVP will save that for the end, right? That's the most exciting award in the NFL and just usually in sports in general. Let's start off
with most
valuable
quarterback.
Offensive player of the year. Let's start off with that one. Aaron, why don't we start with you? We'll go you, then Meter, and then I'll go last. Go ahead.
Okay, so my offensive player of the year it was between two people. But I finally narrowed it down. And my offensive player of the year, through the first 4 weeks, is going to be Joshua Allen from the Buffalo Bills. And my reasoning is
a little pandering there, but that's fine.
What do you mean pandering? Where's the pandering?
Lemire jerks off to Josh Allen.
I mean, hey, this is my award show. I award the people who deserve the award.
Go ahead.
And the reason I picked Josh Allen, I wanted Dalvin Cook was the other person I was thinking of just because of how amazing he's been playing. But I think Josh Allen, because obviously he's having a very good year through the air, but also he's rushing very well. He's scoring rushing touchdowns. I mean, with him on the field,
not bad for running back.
Not bad for running back. The Bills are just better, and they're scoring a ton of points. So I think he's really – and also I didn't want to give my MVP – spoiler, my MVP is an offensive player, but my MVP, OPOY, and MVP. So I just gave it to Josh Allen, just, switch it up a little bit. So, yeah, I think he's deserving of it. So don't get me wrong, but that was my reasoning.
I mean, that's usually how it is, right? The offensive player of the year is like the guy who's either runner-up for MVP or just another, player on offense who's really good. Lemire.
All right. Offensive player of the year. Just like Aaron, I have a similar thought process. I cannot give it to my MVP and Josh Allen, although he's in my top 3.
Oh, so you just ruined your... You just say that Josh Allen's your MVP? Is that what you're saying?
No. I said although he's not my MVP. He's in the top 3. He's not quite there.
Oh, so okay.
I want to reward Josh Allen for his amazing season so far. Therefore, Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year, 2020.
So you guys, I don't like having the quarterbacks get too many awards. That's what you. I like last year. I believe.
Really well.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Mike Thomas won Offensive Player of the Year last year, right?
Oh, I think he did.
Shout someone out. I'd like to shout out Alvin Kamara, by the way.
That's my pick. Alvin Kamara is my offensive player of the year. Thank you, the meter. Who that nation? Let's go. Aaron, I was gonna say I can't believe you didn't pick.
I didn't pick Alvin Kamara. I mean,
he's balling out right now. He's not he's not in the top 10 in rushing yards, but he's getting crazy receiving yards. I mean, right now with Michael Thomas gone, it's literally been Drew Brees dumping down to Alvin Kamara.
He's making Drew Brees look good.
He's playing really fucking good, and I'm just gonna, I like to bring in a little bit of a fantasy look as well, just for guys. I mean, he might be, if you're gonna choose like who the best player right now in fantasy football is, it quite possibly non-quarterback is quite possibly Alvin Kamara right now. I mean, especially with McCaffrey and Barkley being injured.
Not bad for a running back, huh? Oh wait,
Alvin Kamara, dude, definitely not bad for a running back. That's my offensive player of the year. Let's go defensive player of the year, Aaron.
Okay, I really wanted to give this award to Pierre Desir, if I'm being honest with you. And just because he has 3 interceptions on the year, I just like, dude, 3 interceptions, that's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, but the Jerry Jeudy catch for what?
Exactly, but if you look deeper into the stats, you know that's not the case. So my here's my defensive player of the year is Myles Garrett. And the reason is, 5 sacks. Dude's got 5 sacks already and 3 forced fumbles. Like, come on, dude is a wrecking crew out there. Yeah, he's balling out for the Cleveland Browns. And, their defense is looking pretty decent, but the D-line is looking okay for them. And Myles Garrett is for sure a big factor for that. Yeah. So Myles Garrett having a great season. Got to give him a shout-out.
Yeah. Arlen Meter.
All right. I was going to pick Myles Garrett too, but,
that seems like
variety's sake. And I feel like he got robbed last year. TJ Watt deserves my vote of defensive player of the year. He's not lighting it up. He's not currently lighting it up. Wow. But he's the leader of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and that is probably the best defense in the league right now. So Terrence, I'm going to name him Terrence Jr. Terrence Jr. Watt for defensive player.
I think it's Tyler James, I think was probably close. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't think the J is junior, but I'm going Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, honestly, I remember I was looking back at the episode from last year, and we did the quarter season and the mid season as well, and I had Myles Garrett for both of those. Myles Garrett, he went out, Aaron, showed he did the helmet hit, and that really kind of fucked up his stats. He did not, I don't know, that's sucking dick. I don't know what that was. Yeah, Myles Garrett probably would have won it last year if it wasn't for him getting out. But Myles Garrett's fucking really good. Fuck Colin Kaepernick. He's done a lot of good things for social justice and stuff like that. Fuck him for scrambling for that touchdown, because the Niners could have had Myles Garrett and not Solomon Thomas. Myles Garrett's really fucking. Aaron brought up 5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles in 4 games.
Oh my god,
Myles Garrett is beast. There's not a whole lot else you can fucking say. Let's go to offensive rookie of the year, and we'll go in reverse order. I'll start off. So this one was a little bit tough. There's like 3 players that I was really thinking of. I'm gonna have to go with James Robinson. I had to debate this. Joe Burrow or James Robinson is who I was thinking of. I know it's hilarious. Another one. James Robinson, Illinois State, undrafted rookie, getting the offensive rookie of the year. That would be crazy. He's go. Right now. He's leading all rookies in rushing yards. He's, I believe, in the top 10 in rushing yards in the league right now. He's just balling out. On a team that everyone thought was going to be tanking. If you look at projections in the beginning of the year, Trevor Lawrence was
they're still 1-3
for the Jaguars.
They're still 1-3.
Well, they're not amazing, but to be honest, they've been in it for a lot of games that they probably not a lot of people thought they were going to be in, especially without Jalen Ramsey, without Yannick Ngakoue, without who's the linebacker who opted out? Oh man, Telvin Smith is something,
No,
Miles Jack is still there.
Not opt out. He got cut. And he
got cut. Yeah. He opted out
and he had sex with him. And he had sex with and he got arrested for having sex with a 17-year-old, 16-year-old.
Oh really? I did not.
You did not know that?
Really? I knew what's called last year. Last year, didn't he opt out of the season? He had depression or some shit. I see he opted out of.
He got cut. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
I'm glad he got cut. Sick.
Yes.
That is, that's some 6ix9ine type shit right there. But yeah. No, on another note, they got some pieces there on the defense. I like the Jacksonville team. They're put in a very shitty situation for this year. They were not really anyone expected them to win. And James Robinson has been a really bright spot on that offense. So, I'm going with James Robinson.
Like it. I love it.
That's you, Lemeter.
Don't say Clyde. He's not gonna be worth that first round pick in fantasy. That's all I'm saying. People overrated him. Anyway, sorry. What are you saying?
He thinks I'm gonna go Clyde, huh?
I mean, no, I didn't say that. I was just saying.
Dude, I want a
if you were
hard
to
E.
go with
I want a hard E if you say that. I
Oh,
want
sorry.
hard
Clyde
E.
Edwards-Helaire. I'm not.
No, wait, a
He
little
gets a
harder
shout
on the E,
out.
a little
He gets a
harder
shout
on the
out
E.
from me. So does James Robinson. So does my guy, Surfer Boy Justin Herbert. And
Ooh.
who else gets a shout out?
Oh, you're going with the cookie cutter pick, huh? You're going. I know what you're.
Who else gets the shout out? Hold up. CD Lamb balling out at the wide receiver position.
He is, yeah.
So who's your pick?
Who's the pick? Ryan Finley. No, sorry. Joe Burrow. Joey Burrow.
Who's Joe Burrow?
Joe.
I'll fill you in on that later, Aaron. We'll get to that. But Joey Burrow takes away the cake. I know it's the obvious choice. I know everybody's going to pick him. But he's been playing like a legit top 15 quarterback. He looks like a veteran on the field. Kyler got the award last year. Joe Burrow looks 10 times better than what Kyler looked like last year.
Should have been Josh Jacobs last year.
I agree. 100%. And yeah, Joey Burrow. Let's do it.
All right, Aaron.
Is Joe Burrow is he a wide receiver, running back?
Linebacker.
Tight end.
Linebacker from
What team is he on?
linebacker from TCU.
What team is he on?
The Bengals.
Oh, he's a linebacker. Let me write that down.
I
don't know.
He's taking Vontez Burfict's job. He just pretty much just
okay.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've been watching a lot of Braves games recently, but man, I can't believe Joe Burrow went completely over my head. I'll make sure to check him out. Okay. My pick for offensive rookie of the year is I wanted to go James Robinson. I also thought about going Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but
I like that Hardy.
I mean, he's playing good, but
Where's the first
not in fantasy. No.
Yeah, 100%
Anyways.
in fantasy.
I don't know about that. Anyways, Justin Jefferson is my rookie of the year.
That's a good one. I like that.
Skull Nation.
Aaron, can you do the greedy? Can you do the dance, Aaron? Can you do the one he does with the fucking goggles?
No, I don't. Oh, that I don't know.
The LSU or what's it? I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Justin Jefferson's my rookie of the year. I mean, he's looked amazing. I mean, his yak is, and he's a guy that I wanted the Niners to pick but hey,
he did, yeah.
I didn't say that.
Hey, but has he hurdled the? Hurdle a defender? Just
Ayuk. No, he did not. He didn't hurdle anyone. So I mean, Ayuk. Ayuk I think is gonna be good too. But Justin Jefferson's really been balling out, and I'm very, very happy. He's a fun guy to watch, and yeah, I wish he was on the Niners. Anyways, sorry.
He is.
I think we could use them right now.
Speaking of Justin Jefferson, there might be an article that has him featured in one of the segments coming out by a news writer, Christopher Daxter.
Oh,
that's weird because that has totally nothing to do with why I picked it. No, I had no idea that was happening.
But by the way, if you maybe possibly were just interested by muffsports.com, maybe check it out.
There might be a big announcement coming on that.
Could be. You didn't hear here. You didn't hear from us, but there could be. All right, defensive rookie of the year. I'll start off again. I mean, you guys know I've been picking the Washington football team. Chase Young's my guy, the fucking Predator. He's so good. He's been injured. I mean, the last 2 weeks, but the first 2 weeks, 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 6 tackles. That's really fucking good just as a rookie. That whole defense really, I mean, Washington would be probably the worst team in the NFL if it wasn't for their defense fucking balling out, and their defensive line is a lot to do with that. Like, their defensive line is so fucking good. And Chase Young, yeah, everyone was saying, Nick Bosa from Ohio State last year. Chase Young was the kind of the edge rusher from Ohio State this year. Chase Young's the fucking beast. Chase Young is really good. He's going to be dominant, and he's going to be, one of the bright spots on the Washington football team. Chase Young. All right, let me hear.
All right, I'm going to go a little out of the box. Usually it would be a defensive end or a linebacker that would get it. I'm going to go free safety.
Antoine
Winfield Jr. He's been balling out. He has 2 sacks from the safety position, a forced fumble, 2 PBUs. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
That's breakups, yeah.
Yeah, and I can't give it to Chase Young because he's the cookie cutter pick, as Boaz likes to say, and that he's been out for 2 weeks. But yeah, Antoine Winfield Jr. And shout outs to Kenneth Murray, Jalen Johnson, Patrick Queen.
No Chase Young, just no Chase Young. Wow.
Chase Young.
It's my guy, man. The Predator.
And Javon Kinlaw, his stats have been not shown up, but he's been balling out. Trust me.
All right, Aaron.
All right, so I had to change my pick. I just did some quick research right now, and I looked up this Joe Burrow guy you're talking about, linebacker on the Bengals, and he's got. I don't know how you guys didn't pick him, man. 1,000 interception return yards. Like, come on, like that's the obvious pick. No, I'm just saying that's not my pick.
You can actually see the brain cells. Yeah, brain cells killed, dude. PFF has been crazy with what they like with the log now. It's crazy, yeah.
It's fucking
It's
crazy.
not Vontaze
Joe
perfect
Burrow
level yet, but it's not bad.
But he's up there. Anyways, so my pick is. Hold on, let me just chase this down real quick. Oh, it's Chase Young, baby. Washington football team. Let's go. Chase Young all the way. I mean, sure, he's been injured, but, when he was on the field, he's looked very good. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't really know any other defensive rookies. I haven't really been following that much, if I'm being quite honest. So, it's a little
defenses this year have been kind of bad. Defenses just in general, offenses have been like at an all-time rate of like scoring points and stuff like that. So I kind of see what you're getting at. There's not a whole lot of defenders that are pulling up points or putting up a lot of stats.
Nothing that I've noticed, but yeah, Chase Young. I mean, he looks very impressive so far. So cookie cut. All right, that pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with the cookie cut. Joe Burrow was, the number one overall pick. The number one overall pick, Heisman.
No,
the number one overall pick,
T. Higgins
Heisman.
Number one. T. Higgins was number one.
All right, Coach of the Year. We're gonna do that one. Let's go back in reverse order.
I forgot about that one.
We're gonna start off with Coach of the Year.
Pull your name out of my ass, Matt LaFleur, and Bang Bang Packers gang. And the reason I had to go Matt LaFleur, I mean, that Packers team, not a lot of receivers on that team.
Holder.
Yeah, our Green Bay Packers. But defense, a little questionable, but that team's balling out. And shout out to Matt LaFleur. He's scheming up some stuff.
All right, Lemire.
I'm going to go with Mike Tomlin. I had LaFleur in here first. Shanahan deserves a shout, because there's so many injuries and he's still at 2-2. Should be at 3-1, but I won't go there.
Okay. You kind of went there, but okay.
Tomlin has the Eagles not the Eagles. Steelers at 4. They're still living rent free in my head right now. Tomlin has the Steelers at 3-0, thanks to the Titans are at 4. But he has the team playing well, best defense. There we go. Mike Tomlin, great job, buddy.
I'm going to go. I don't know. I thought this was going to be the obvious pick here. Lemire's kind of like this. Sean McDermott. Lemire talked about him last year in the very first episode, Sean McDermott. I'm going to say the defense has always been good with him around. That's definitely a given already. Defense is still fucking good. The offense, that's not necessarily him, but it's just the coaching staff in general. And that's usually how it works. So, if just the team is doing good. I think the Bills are good this year. I wasn't the biggest believer in the beginning. I'm not the biggest believer in Josh Allen just yet either. But their offense is fucking good. They're rolling. They have for the first time, I saw people on Twitter talking about. I don't think you could teach pass accuracy. I've never before. I've seen people quarterback gurus and people who are really studying tape. They've always been you can't really teach quarterback accuracy. Josh Allen, he's become so much more accurate compared to last year and the year before. 2 years ago, you see him fucking overthrowing every pass. Now he's throwing dimes. Well, what can I say? The Bills are good. Sean McDermott's my pick.
Bills Mafia.
Yes, sir.
All right. MVP. We're going to fuck up the order. Lemire's going to go first. I'll go second. Aaron will go third. All right, Lemire. MVP.
Nice.
All right. So my MVP pick of this year so far at the quarter season is Aaron Rodgers, just because what he said in the blank show today. No, just kidding.
That's the only reason.
Really well. The difference between him and Wilson is that Aaron Rodgers doesn't have DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett on that offense. Aaron Rodgers has Alan Lazard and Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Robert Tonyan. So
actually, not even Alan Lazard. He's hurt, right?
Yeah. So.
But elite receivers like Aaron Jones, maybe Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon. They picked in the second round. They use him 2 for 2 plays a game.
I know, man.
Pretty good.
It's Aaron
Jay Sternberger.
I think he's injured. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know about Jay Sternberger. That's not a bad pick. Aaron Rodgers would probably be my second, my second runner up for MVP. There's a few guys that Josh Allen was another guy that Lemire likes that I probably put in the 4. Mahomes is another dude. Russell Wilson is who I will be going with. Russell Wilson is who I'm going with. No, I'm going. It's not Mahomes. Mahomes is good. I'm going with Russell Wilson. I'm not I told you this is this fucking hurts to say it. Russell Wilson.
It does.
My quarter season MVP. He's got the most touchdowns. He's third in passing yardage. He has a really good QBR. 75% pass completions. I mean, he's highest pass completion in the league right now. That 75% is fucking crazy. Lemire's gonna hold against it that he's got DK Metcalf on Tyler Lockett. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
I'm not holding it against him. I'm just saying Aaron Rodgers is doing equally as much with much less.
Well, I see. That's where I think Russell Wilson's doing more with obviously more, but I don't think that takes away from it. That's just what it is. I think for the first time, Russell Wilson. I mean, before he had fucking Jermaine Kearse and Doug Baldwin. I mean, Doug Baldwin was all right. I mean,
Doug Baldwin's all right, dude. The dude's a beast.
He was a beast, yeah. But I mean, right now he's got two just elite athletes, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. Both guys really fucking fast. Both guys pretty good receivers. I mean, good for Russ. I don't really like it as a 49ers fan, but I can't say what I'd be lying. I'd be hating on Russell Wilson if I said he's on MVP right now for me. And I'm gonna say another thing. PSA right now. I'm fucking the let Russ cook thing was kind of funny for like the first couple times. I know like everything is like cook. Like it's like let Dalvin cook. Like I said that meme, and then they're like every time a player does good, it's like oh let him cook or let this guy like Tom Brady last week. Let Deshaun cook. Let Brady cook. Stop with the cooking. It works for one player. Stop with the cooking. It's only one guy. Maybe Dalvin just because it's the last name. That's it. All right, Aaron, go. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way.
That was a very good rant. Really appreciate that. I think Lemaitre was the only guy who got to pick an MVP. He legitimately like would enjoy seeing win MVP. But for me, someone that hurts to say, my MVPs of the season, Aaron Rodgers.
I'm proud of you, Aaron.
But for one stat in particular, like we all know what he's done with like little to nothing. But I mean, take a look at this. I mean, dude has like the most insane touchdown interception ratio like ever, and 13-0. 13-0, 13 touchdowns, 0 picks. What more can you say? I see quarterbacks, like you don't have to like put up amazing stats, but quarterbacks with like low turnover rates, just that's my cup of tea. That's what I like when I rank quarterbacks high.
Like 16-2. Aaron Rodgers, 16-2 is not bad either.
Was that Russell Wilson? But 13-0.
16-2. 16-2.
And
extra 3.
Aaron Rodgers is balling. He's balling.
I'm gonna wash this down, Aaron. This is disgusting for me. Like,
the funny thing is, Aaron Rodgers knows he's balling. Aaron Rodgers knows that he's probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about this, Aaron Rodgers didn't call this in the offseason. Did he call himself Mr. Unlimited before coming in? Did he?
Oh, I just want to give
Unlimited.
I just want to say something. Yeah, what are you saying?
Go ahead. No, I said Russell Wilson kind of called him. He called himself Mr. Unlimited before this. Aaron's just he's praising himself right now. 4 weeks in, it's really easy to praise yourself. How about before the season even starts? Sorry, Aaron. Go ahead.
I just want to say, all the Packers hate I have. It's mostly just a meme. There's no real reason behind it. So if there's any Packers fans watching this, but fuck the Buccaneers and fuck the Astros. That comes from the heart. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is gross. I mean, honestly, I thought Lemaitre would choose the Seahawks because he's a big Seahawks fan and all that. But I mean, honestly, you'd call him Tom Brady because he's sleeping with that, or you'd call him fucking Dante Pettis because he's sleeping with the enemy. But yeah, Russell Wilson, gross. Aaron's got Aaron Rodgers, really fucking gross. Lemaire's got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he
doesn't care. He's fine.
He doesn't care. Yeah, good for Lemaitre.
He's vibing.
Let's get. Yeah, I don't want to think about Russell Wilson winning the MVP. That would be gross. I like hearing that stat where he doesn't have a single vote. That's like a stat that gets me off a little bit in the morning when I hear like, oh, Russell Wilson's never got an MVP vote. It's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. And then I see the Seahawks record.
Watch like Russell Wilson just like tail off in the end of the season. Mahomes, Allen, and Rodgers just go off. And
I was actually thinking about this. Like everyone's like, it's so crazy that Russell Wilson never has an MVP vote. And then I started thinking like, I mean, last year, like who the fuck would vote Russell Wilson over Lamar? I don't think like there's like.
I did.
Okay, that's because you don't like Lamar. You're a hater. And in the year before that, like who's gonna vote for Russell Wilson over Mahomes? Lemaitre. That's it. The good thing Lemaitre doesn't have credentials for that. So
no, I would have voted for Andrew Luck that year.
Oh my god. Lemaitre's fucking crazy. All right, let's get into some picks. Let's just talk about that. Aaron, that's a big week for you. Aaron with the first ever Drew Lock Cock and Balls on the Ball pick of the week.
Let's go!
Aaron finally got it. Yeah.
Thank you, Lemaitre. I appreciate that. Man, it feels good. I got Lemaitre along for the dub. Boaz went against me. That's why you don't fucking go against the family, Boaz. Come on.
Aaron, well, I'm gonna tell you something that I think you might feel even better about this. You and I are tied up. We both are 43 wins right now. I am 43, 19, and 1. I had to fix it because actually last week there was a mistake with the tie. I factored it as a loss last week. It was a fuck up. I was doing it at 2 a.m, kind of a fuck up. 43, 19, and 1 is my record. Aaron, you and I are tied. You have 43, 20, and 1. That's your win to loss to tie record. Lemire's at 37.
Technically, you're in first place
wins.
then. Technically, you're in first place then.
I guess.
Win percentage.
Sure, yes. And then Lemire's 37, 25, and 1. So 6 games behind Lemire's. So
it's
needs to come back.
close.
It's week 1. Week one is really what fucked them up because check this out. This week, both Aaron and I went 10 and 5 because they had the bye week with the Titans and the Steelers. Lemire won 9 and 6. So we're just within 1 game. Lemire's been close. He's actually been trailing. It's just week 1 and 2, I believe. Lemire was like far. He was far back.
If Cam played this week. Come on, man!
Yeah, no, the Chiefs were still gonna win.
And I'm like number 1 Cam Newton fanboy on this podcast, so it's fine.
I mean, you could literally be like Cam Newton's mom, and I'm pretty sure you still think Patrick Mahomes. like I don't think.
if Cam was playing, it was over for the Chiefs. It was over. Oh.
Okay. I mean, this is a prime example of why Patrick Mahomes is so good that like he's got people like Lemire. Lemire is the type of guy like Patrick Mahomes' proposal, like, oh man, that's disgusting. Look at that ring. Your Josh Allen would have chose a better ring. Oh.
I don't hate Mahomes.
Man. You do hate Mahomes. You really do. You hate him more than Lamar Jackson. He really
hates Lamar Jackson.
No. He hates Mahomes more because he hates Mahomes more.
I don't know about that. Because every time Lamar does like something like slightly wrong, he brings it up in like the group messages and like.
Have you heard him say anything nice about Patrick Mahomes? I've heard him say that like he's at least apologized to Lamar Jackson. He's never said anything nice about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but he took back the apology like the very next week.
Yeah, and his apology was also very iffy. He called him a great mobile quarterback. It wasn't even really like he didn't even call him a good quarterback. He just called him a great mobile quarterback. Okay, let's get into week 5. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better. Maybe try to get my Drew Lock Huck and Balls on the Wall pick of the week this time. Correct.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna maybe I'll stay away from the Washington football team for a few weeks. I'll be back.
Whoa.
Me and the Washington football team is a crack. I can stay away for a few weeks, but I gotta be back. I'm itching for a little bit of Washington football team. If you know what I mean. It's like Aaron with the Bengals and Lemire's got his Texans. All right.
I'm staying away from that shitty ass squad.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying too. But I know next week I'm gonna be back in the fucking football team. I just know what they're gonna convince me. So.
I think I picked the Bengals to go 4-0 this year, which is fucking crazy.
Lemire picked the Texans every single week. I picked the Washington football team
and the Cowboys.
Yeah, and no, I picked the Cowboys every week. I haven't picked the Washington football team every week. I picked the Cowboys every week, and then Aaron's picked the Bengals every week.
I mean, it was just a matchup. They're all close for the Bengals.
I was saying, the Cowboys. I mean, I thought they were going to win. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Thursday Night Football. Buccaneers Bears. That's a good matchup. Nick Foles versus Tom Brady in prime time. Maybe rekindling a little magic from the Super Bowl just a few years ago. Who do you guys got? Aaron, you want to start off?
This is tough because the Buccaneers honestly haven't watched them that closely. I mean, I'll say this. I actually watched them a lot because Lemire was really close to getting his Drew Lock Huck and Balls on the Wall Player of the Week. Oh, okay.
So I was really watching that one first because I was like, if I'm going down with the Washington football team, I need someone else to go down with me too.
And then what do you call it? The Buccaneers almost lost to the Chargers. They almost lost to the Panthers, and I don't know. They lost to the Saints. I mean, they've looked good. Tom Brady's actually kind of balling right now.
Last week was good. Yeah, last week Tom Brady did
5 touchdowns. But I don't know. They've just been really close in the game. That's why he's top 5 still in the NFL. You guys are haters. But that's a conversation for another day.
Okay.
I mean, Lemire had him at 15, and you had him at 10, which I think is ridiculous. But anyways, so why am I defending Tom Brady? That was gross. Can we cut that out?
Aaron, I'll edit it out. What's the pick, Aaron?
Okay, I'm stalling because I don't fucking know. Bears, fuck it. Bears over
Bears.
BDN. Bears.
Okay.
I've been high on the Bears. They've had lots of momentum. Fuck, they just lost to the Colts though.
They did just lose to the Colts.
Fucking Bears. Bears.
All right, Aaron, you can't flip flop, man. Bears. You said it. You said it. You gotta stay with it. Lemire.
Bears.
All right, just slapped the mic. I don't know. He was wrapping his quarter on his head. I thought he was gonna hang himself or something like that. Lemire. Bears. Buccaneers.
Bears.
It's
not my Drew Lock pick of the week right now. It was gonna be, but then I backed off.
All right. I'm going Buccaneers. I'm
Hater.
I mean, I don't know how I'm hating because I actually hate Tom Brady. I really don't like Tom Brady. So I just think they're the better team. Like I'm not choosing. I don't think the Bears are all that good. They're I'm gonna throw around the F word, the fraud word maybe for the Bears. Especially last week when they were 3-0. They were kind of the pretenders. Everyone was calling the Niners the pretenders last year. The Bears are kind of the pretenders. Not gonna lie.
Hey man. Hey, they said that shit about the Niners. They watch your fucking mouth.
All right.
Bears in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, Buccaneers, Bears. Let's see. What's another? Jaguars, Texans? No. We won't do that one. Let's do Colts, Browns. That's a good one. Colts, Browns that's an interesting one right there. You wouldn't think that's a good one. Like maybe a few years back, you'd be like, "What the fuck? The Browns? Why are you putting this as a good matchup?" The Browns are kind of good. Kevin Stefanski 3-1. The run game is fucking amazing. Nick Chubb is on IR though, but they still have Kareem Hunt. Pretty good. Aaron, do you want to start off? Colts, Browns.
I mean, this is the excuse that people used on the Niners last year. So it's gonna hurt to say this, but the Colts haven't played anybody, in my opinion. And the Bears, the Browns have played.
They played the Bears last
year. They did, and I just said the Bears are picking, and they won. They beat the Bears. But with that being said, I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns because they got me my first Drew Lock Hawk and Balls pick of the week, and I'm riding that momentum. Just kidding, that's not why. I honestly think the Browns are gonna win. I feel like the Browns have been better this year than the Colts, and yeah, that's why I'm gonna pick.
All right, I'm gonna
Colts
go
lost to the Jaguars.
Yes, that was week one. They're ironing out the kinks. Colts defense actually, Lemire was saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is number one. Actually, in the defensive yards allowed, I believe the Colts defense is actually number one.
That don't matter.
Ooh, the Colts have only allowed like 50 points. I think they've allowed least points in the NFL.
Colts defense is fucking good.
Yeah, but who do they play?
With my guy. Who
they play?
Jaguars, the Bears, and who they play week 2? Oh man, I'm blanking. Chargers, right?
Vikings. And they play
Vikings. Vikings. Yep, Vikings. Those are playoff teams.
Playoff teams. Excuse me. What?
Not the Bears or the Jaguars, but the Vikings, the playoff team. Sorry,
they're the worst team in the NFL right now. No, that's
not true. That's not true. The Jets, the Giants are still there. The Jets or Giants are don't.
Honestly, the Broncos are kind of ass too, low key.
We'll get to that. Colts got my boy DeForest Buckner. DeForest B with that deforestation. Fucking man, Darius Sanders there. That's some good,
third best linebacker in the league.
Pretty good fucking linebacker.
Very specific.
I'm gonna say the greatest interior D lineman of all time, DeForest Buckner, my favorite.
Oh,
love you, 99. Come back, man.
I mean, I miss him.
John Lynch
99 is occupied. Excuse me. Sorry.
No.
Yeah, Kinlaw. I don't know if Kinlaw should have taken that.
John Kinlaw or Javon Kinlaw can move the fuck over. 99 is, I was cool with Brendan. You taking Marquise Goodwin. I like Marquise Goodwin, but like that's sure take his number. You don't fuck with my man's default like that. 99. I'm going with the Colts. Phillip Rivers. Gosh dang it, Colts.
My turn.
All right,
Who they played?
Yeah.
Colts.
Wait, Aaron, actually, I forgot to ask you. Was that your Drew Lock pick? The Browns? Was the Browns
No.
your Drew Lock? Okay,
that is not my Drew Lock. Why would that?
All right,
be
you just picked two underdogs. I was just asking. All right, go ahead.
I mean, hey, they're.
I know what Lemire's doing. Colts, Browns. I like that. Colts. My man.
Because they got DeForest Buckner, of course.
DeForest B with that deforestation. Say it.
Yep, deforestation.
Hey, looks like I'm going.
Deforestation's kind of fucked up, man.
Odell's good. Speaking of Odell, go check out the website article on him out tonight.
Sports.com. Yeah. Speaking of Odell, Colts are gonna shit on them. Let's go. All right, Sunday Night Football. Let's talk about the last matchup before we get into our special picks. Vikings Seahawks. I feel like this could be. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that this could be kind of interesting. Everything points to the Seahawks should be winning this, but for some reason I'm like, I feel like the Vikings coming off a win.
Primetime Kirk.
Primetime Kirk. That's true.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a really close game. I got Seattle winning, but Kirk is gonna go down with the fight.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you what I had right now. I had the Jaguars as my Drew Lock Hawk and Balls on the wall pick of the week. That was gonna be my pick of the week.
Right, DLCBOTWPOTW.
I'm making my Vikings my DLCBOTPOTW. Doing it. I'm doing it. I like making. I did the Cowboys last. What was it? 2 weeks ago, where the impulsive pick. I'm making it right now. Like this was not supposed to be. Like this is not what I had planned. Going with the Vikings. I feel it. Feeling my heart. Shout out Mr. Reek, law professor or law teacher. You know, my man, a law. What does he do? Business too. Mr. Reek. Shout out Go. The Twins haven't been really good right now. I don't think they have.
Yeah, they got swept by the Astros, but then again,
Yeah.
the A's
So
might also
they,
get
they,
swept by
they
the
need
Astros.
something. They need something.
So-
They need the Vikings, and the Vikings are going to deliver against the guy who I just said was going to be the quarter season MVP. I'm going. There's a lot of contradictory statements here.
A lot of
I'm going with the Vikings. Pencil it fucking in. Going
Pencil
with the
it in.
Vikings. Aaron, did you say? I don't think you made your pick yet.
I have not made my pick yet. Boys, I have to say something, man. I feel like this is a little weird. We're not in sync right now. We're not. Usually we're pretty similar.
That's
But
true.
I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks. I feel every single pick has been different. Me and you. I don't know what's happening right now. But hey, I'm very sorry. But that's.
This is gonna either this is gonna either be you're gonna pass me and you're gonna be number one in the
or you're gonna fuck me in the ass, or it could be either or. Like
either or. But it's gonna be interesting. I like that. Let's get to we did this a little bit off camera, I believe. But actually the Texans Vikings, when we were making that pick, we kind of do that together. We put that on social media. By the way, check that out. Twitter, Instagram @themuffed. We did the guitar pick, the pick of the week, where I will flip a guitar pick. See, there's two sides. I don't think you can see this, but one side says 1.00. I believe that's the thickness. And one side says Brain. I don't know why. Maybe it's a brand, but it just says Brain on there. 1.00 will be the Broncos. Brain will be the Patriots. I'm going to flip this pick. I will be going with whatever the pick says. You guys can choose if you want to go with the pick or not. That's what we're going to do. The pick is undefeated so far. It picked the Vikings over the Texans. Kind of a crazy pick at that point, but the pick is always right. The Patriots, Brain.
Ooh.
Pick says
Brains.
the pick says Brain, which means the New England Patriots will be winning that game. I'm going with the New England Patriots. No other reasoning. Aaron, will you be going with the pick or are you going against the pick?
Well, these random chance picks, we saw the dice roll. We did the dice roll earlier for Lemaitre. He went against it. He got it wrong. You went with the pick, got it right. See, I think something's at work here, and I'm not going to argue it. So Jared Stidham or like Jared Studham, Patriots.
Okay. Lemaitre, are you going against the pick?
Patriots. Next question.
All right, we're all going with the pick. I like that. See, that's smart. The pick's 100%. Pick can't be wrong.
That was the Bill Belichick impression I was trying.
No, we got that.
Yeah. I didn't get that. I was like, why does he look so pissed out?
Oh, really? No.
Yeah,
The Bill. You gotta put Lemaitre. You gotta do the hoodie. You gotta.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Next question.
Wait, I gotta make a couple rips. That's what I was gonna say. A couple rips, and I think you got the. I got the look. Yeah, maybe some Subway too, and I think you really got the whole.
Oh, then cut off the sleeves a little.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah. All right, Patriots against the Broncos. Yeah, so we all chose Patriots. Let's get into. We're gonna do like last week. I mean, there's really. Actually, no, there is the vice presidential debate. I think is this week as well. So we can still stick in the same theme of being debate themed. We're gonna try to convince the other two people of our Drew Lock cock and balls on the wall pick of the week. I kind of messed it up a little bit because we weren't supposed to say it before, but I kind of made an impulsive decision with the Vikings. I'm still sticking with that.
How about since we 1 minute? I will give you a minute. Your minute starts now.
We already picked our picks though.
Well, we have. Yeah, I'll give you. We'll do this. We'll give you an opportunity to change it for the first time in our picks. Our pick'em bracket thing. You have the opportunity to change your pick after you said already what it is. All right.
Whoa, what?
Well, I mean, we're doing the debate thing. That makes sense. You can't change it in any other instance because we're doing the debate thing. Yeah. I mean, what's the point of you guys? Because you guys all chose against me. And I guarantee you. I tried
that 2 weeks in a row, and they only let me do it once.
Yeah. No, you tried it 3 weeks in a row, actually. All right, let me start this off. All right, let me put me on the clock.
Time starts now.
All right, Kirk Cousins. Everyone thought he's not good in the clutch. He's not good in prime time against the Saints. What happened? Adam Thielen, deep shot, got that there. Then Kyle Rudolph. Ooh, was that a push-up? I don't know, man. I don't think so. Sorry, and that's hits a rough spot for you. But what's good? The Niners. Niners are 2-2. Cardinals are 2-2. Everyone's saying, these are bottom feeder teams in the NFC West. These are not good teams. The top of the cream of the crop of the NFC West is supposed to be the Seahawks. It'd be amazing for, every fan of the NFC West except Seahawks fan if they lose. Tell me this. Kirk Cousins comes in. They're going into CenturyLink, a stadium that's usually loud, but there's no crowd there, no fans. It's going to be just whatever. I know they're going to pump noise because they always cheat, but they're going to be pumping. They're probably pumping noise. But, Dalvin Cook Aaron mentioned this. He's been playing really fucking good. Most rushing yards right now in the league. Kirk Cousins going to show up. Justin Jefferson, Aaron's offensive rookie of the year from a quarter. He's balling out. He's going to be fucking dead. Seattle defense is so trash. He's going to be feasting. Dalvin Cook's going to be feasting. Adam Thielen's going to be feasting. We're all going to be feasting if you pick the Vikings.
Ooh, that was.
Let Dalvin Cook 2020.
All right, Lemire, do you want to comment first?
No. No, actually, I do want to comment. My comment is no.
I brought some valid points. Don't lie there.
You did.
Lemire hates the Seattle defense more than anybody else.
But I'm waiting for when they play the Rams.
And the 49ers. That's going to be their 4th loss on the year.
Aaron, come on. I pandered to you a little bit with the Justin Jefferson and the Dalvin Cook.
You did.
Their defense is bad. Their defense is bad, Aaron. Think about their defense as one of the worst in the league right now.
You know who's been bad? Kirk Cousins. I was super high on this dude. I was talking him up, and you guys were like, oh, I don't know about that. That's like the one quarterback take I've had that has not lived up this year. And with that being said,
Tom Brady, but
like Tom Brady, he's doing good. He's doing pretty good. Anyways,
Aaron, I feel like you're coming around.
I am coming around. The crowd noise. That's a very good point. But Russell Wilson is balling, and the Vikings have been really.
Just hand it off.
I know he's doing good, but I gotta go Seattle. The
Play
Vikings
action. Justin Jefferson wide
so
open.
Much.
Justin Jefferson wide open. 30 to 20
I'm
to
going
10 touchdown.
I'm going Seattle.
All right, fine. You guys are sticking with
12
your
man.
pick. You know, first time I thought maybe the first time you guys get an opportunity to switch your pick, Lemire would do it like right away, but guess not. Okay. I thought the odds were in my favor with that one. All right. Lemire, do you want to go?
All right.
What is your
timer? I don't even know what my pick is, but let's go out of my ass. All right.
Oh wow.
Like I'm gonna go with another primetime matchup. This is gonna be not a Sunday night football game, not a Thursday night football game. What's left? The Monday night football game. I picked against them last week, and I almost came to fruition. So I'm gonna pick the Chargers.
Almost came to fruition.
The New Orleans Saints. Let's go. All right. Now I should get into my argument. How much time? I have 30 seconds left. Anyways, Austin Eckler's out, but Josh Kelly's a capable replacement. Herbert is balling. Keenan Allen, a beast.
Ballin'.
Mike Williams, beast. Hunter Henry, beast. That defense, it's all right. But, Mike Thomas is going to be a little, if he plays, he's going to be a little rusty. Kamara is carrying, but, Drew Brees, noodle arm. Who cares? It's going to be the Chargers. I'm not done yet. Chargers. Let's go, Chargers. I don't know what to say next. I want to use all my time, though. So I suggest you guys go with the Chargers.
Oh, wow.
And why don't you start? As a kind of resident Saints fan, a little bit of a Saints fan. You dabble in Who Dat Nation.
Yeah, they're my second team. I always like to stick with when the Raiders were the local team, the Raiders, but now it's the Niners. So thank you guys for that, just letting me in. I really appreciate that. But back to Drew. Back to this pick. Drew Orleans versus Noodle Arm Drew versus Noodle Hair Justin Herbert. But I just feel like the Saints overall have a better team than the Chargers, and I feel like they've been underperforming a little bit. So I feel like they're going to bring it together, and I don't see them losing to the Chargers. Justin Herbert has been balling. I cannot take that away from him, but I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints in this matchup.
I'm gonna say this. Colin Cowherd, we talked about last week. He had his backwards hat take. I saw this funny one on Twitter. There's a joke where it's like, I'm just waiting for Colin Cowherd to make a quarterback can have acne, because Justin Herbert, he doesn't have that franchise quarterback look, but he sure fucking plays like a franchise quarterback. Not gonna say, he's got the long hair. It's a little bit unorthodox. Got a big fucking arm. He's kind of fun to watch. He's not doing no screen passes he did in Oregon. I don't know what the fuck they were doing in Oregon. And this feels really bad, Aaron, because you've been saying that I've been picking a lot against you, and usually picking with Lemire has just historically has not been good.
Oh, don't do it.
Drew Brees, the Saints are literally the most boring offense to watch right now. I can't watch that, and I just can't.
That doesn't mean they're not good.
I'm sorry. I don't think Michael Thomas is playing. I said Alvin Kamara's offensive player. I'm going with the Chargers. I'm going with the fucking Chargers. Go. Fucking go, Justin Herbert. Lemire, I picked the Chargers. Please, just can you not do that? And I'm sorry, man, but this really is an interesting week for us because we're just
We're
very much on the
against each
opposite
other.
ends. Yeah, yeah.
You know, I want if I go 16-0, you guys could very well go 8-8, and I'd be fine.
That is true.
Points.
Actually, that depends on the rest of our picks, I guess.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Lemeter's down by 6. Yeah, so I mean that would help him out. All right, Aaron.
He's got time to make it up, but he's got to start now. All right, tell me when I'm on the clock.
All right, your time starts now.
I mean, there's not really much to say about this matchup because I think it's pretty obvious. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily an obvious pick, but if you look at the stats from this year, the Atlanta Falcons have blown 2 games where they've led 99% chance of winning the game, and they are playing a Carolina Panthers team that is fresh off upsetting the Arizona Cardinals, and they made them look bad. Like that was a great game. Teddy Two Gloves, even without Christian McCaffrey, even though I thought the Panthers were going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL this season, they're looking decent. And even without C-Mac, I mean that Falcons team, they look like they're going to win every single game, and then they just fucking shit the bed. And when they do lose, they shit the bed even harder. So with that being said, I'm taking the Carolina Panthers over the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Lanta is going to get flat-lanted by the Carolina Panthers. So with that being said, I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, Teddy Two Gloves, he has 2 gloves.
I won't be convinced.
Okay, Teddy Two Gloves has 2 gloves. How many gloves does Matt Ryan have? 0. Julio Jones, Buzz hates him because he ruins his fantasy team. Facts.
I know. I just hate the Falcons. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck, man.
Come on, bring it in. Teddy Two Gloves.
Dude,
Aaron, I have to say, I'm convinced. Let's go, Carolina.
Oh. Hey, last time that happened, hey, I got it right, and then you got it. So, but if Noel goes with the Panthers, that could cancel it out, though. So if he goes Matt Atlanta, I think we got it.
I said I'm not acknowledging Atlanta. I don't even know who does the team play in Atlanta? I don't think there's a football team in Atlanta.
Braves do. The Braves play in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, but there's no football team there. I know there's a football team in Washington, but there definitely is not one in Atlanta. Yeah, I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. I mean, this is. I just want to say I was number 1 for 4 weeks straight. So I mean, listen, I don't think siding picks with me is really a bad thing. If I'm going to be completely honest with you.
I mean, but my Drew Lock pick's not going to work now.
Oh,
you're going to get everything right except this. So
that would be really funny.
Side note: if we're going to talk about Carolina, I will have to make my hot take right now.
Okay, what's your
promised a hot take before we started recording. Remember when I said Buccaneers and the Saints aren't going to make the playoffs last week?
Oh, yes, you did. And then I asked you.
Then you asked me who's going to make it.
Who's going to make it? Yeah.
I'm sold on the Carolina Panthers as the representative of the NFC South. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I don't even need to explain it. That's a crack take. That's so stupid.
I mean,
without Michael Thomas, the Saints are bad, but they're not that bad. They're not Carolina Panthers bad.
Okay, look at who have the Saints. The Saints have to play the 49ers. Yeah, 49ers.
Yeah, I mean I could see them winning that easily
with CJ Beathard. Actually, that's later in the season.
Who else do they have to play? They have to play the Cowboys. No, Eagles. Oh, easy loss. And
what?
Who else do they have to play?
Carson 0-1.
I mean, if I'm being honest, you're not doing the best job convincing me.
Carson
Panthers.
The Niners one, I think, is a win for the Saints. I mean, I think the Eagles one is probably a win for the Saints.
You are high.
I mean, we just lost to the Eagles. We lost to the Eagles.
I think
it's bad.
Let's go New Orleans. New Orleans, baby.
I still like the Saints being the number 1 team, and I think the Buccaneers can make it as a wild card. I think both could make it, and will be completely the opposite of your take right now. That both would make it to the playoffs. I actually think that there's a much higher likelihood that both make the playoffs than neither one of them make the playoffs.
Okay, watch. If they both lose this week, you'll be sold.
Yeah, but that's one week. There's lots of weeks off.
Aaron brings up a good point. Yeah, no. Maybe if this was week 16, I decided everything. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I don't. Yeah,
hey, I said it.
Take, Aaron, are you going with the correct?
Hey, I mean, I think the Panthers are going to beat the Falcons, but I don't know about winning the division.
Exactly. That's a big jump. We talked about everything. We talked about my Lake show. How much I love the Lakers. We talked about the awards, the quarter season awards. We made our picks. Everyone went with the pick. Nobody went with the Vikings. We'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll have a little bit more luck with the Drew Lock. Cock and balls on the wall.
Well, you won't.
Snap. I was going to say the Astros did not need The Astros are not cheap to be good. The Astros are winning the World Series. Let's go Astros. They're better than the A's. I love the Astros so much.
That is some
Altuve-
2020. That is some
Altuve's a Hall of
2020 type
Famer.
shit.
Altuve Hall of Famer. Correa Hall of
Dante's gonna
Famer.
win. Dante's
Bregman
gonna win his
Hall of
ring.
Famer.
Dante's gonna win his ring. Let's go.
Pause. I'm doing this.
I am too. I'm doing that too. I'm helping you out.
Okay. I love the Astros. I really think they're better than the A's. Let's go Astros. Shout out to Rob Manfred, best commissioner of all time.
There we go. With that being said, I mean, there's nothing else left to say. Astros, 2020 champs, fucking amazing.
Facts.
We'll see you guys later.
Facts.
Peace.